about to go live with Crypto News today. If you can hear me, we are live. Welcome to Wall Street Sizing Up. We literally do stock market news today. We just did that, and now we're going to do crypto news today. I don't really do it for you. I do it for me just to catch up on all of the action, not just in the stocks, but in crypto as well. Had crypto since 2012. Yeah. So it's been a good time in crypto. So here we go, guys. We're glad you're here. We're glad you joined us. We're going to try to do this under 10 minutes. We got some pretty big stories today, actually. So let's go right to the markets if we can here. There we go. Right now, Bitcoin's trading about 46, 47. It did go up above 48,000 today. 50,000 is around the corner. And let's look at Ethereum real quick too. Ethereum is at 1758, which I believe is right on its high. I could pull that up, but it would take too long. So, all right, let's start talking about how Bitcoin, which is going to help the entire crypto sphere move up, right? Clearly, the altcoins are pumping too. We're definitely in an altcoin season, but I think this will help. So first, here it is. We talked about it yesterday a little bit, but Apple could launch. So RBC, that's the Royal Bank of Canada, they're talking about in a new report, in their capital markets report, that Apple could launch a system using a Bitcoin wallet and support cryptocurrencies. Why is this great? Well, I think we all know why, but let me get down to a little bit of the minutia here. The bank side of the tech giants' access to top-notch software, secure ecosystems as a solution to crypto's problems like KYC and AML laws could easily be done with the technology that they have right now, right? Especially in its wallet app that could provide a closed yet secure system with instant access to buyers and sellers of crypto while preventing all illicit activities, right? Now, we have heard, RBC came out yesterday and said that, hey, Apple should buy, take their, whatever it is, 190 billion in cash. I've heard as much as 250 billion in cash and move, like Tesla did, 5 to 10% of that into Bitcoin. By the way, Tesla's already up. I want to say as of today, they're up over $200 million on the $1.5 billion buy. So congratulations to Tesla and Mr. Musk. So let's just put the Apple purchase and the Apple, if they were to add it to their wallet, let's put that in perspective, right? So Jack Dorsey's payment company, Square, we all know them, makes approximately $1.6 billion each quarter in Bitcoin-related revenue from active install base of just 30 million users. Now understand that's 30 million users. You know what Apple's install base is? 1.5 billion. So obliterates it. So the report goes on to say that literally it would be 6 to 7x larger than Square. So they're basically saying that the revenue that they could potentially generate is closer to like 12, 13, 14 billion dollars off of crypto. So look, is this going to happen now? Probably not, but is it going to happen? Absolutely. They can't. I mean, it's when we were back in 2017, we ran up so fast and so quick. You just knew at some point that it was going to crash, and it was going to crash hard. And it literally crashed and drew back 95%, right? Something like Apple comes along and keeps this going. The more institutions that jump in, the less likely that we have a crash, right? It would also do one thing too, guys. You got to understand that it would go a long way in discouraging the U.S. government from banning Bitcoin. When you have 1.5 billion users, and I would say half of America, if not more, 70% of Americans that own Apple phones or an Apple product, to say the least, right? That would go a long way for one, future adoption. It would help Apple out. And literally, the federal government's hands would be tied. They need to regulate Bitcoin, but they do not need to do away with Bitcoin, which we've heard Yellen say a little bit of, right? Not liking where that's going. I like where fiscal policies are going. You want to make the money printer go burr? Go right ahead. It's going to help Bitcoin. It's going to help all of crypto. Stimulus, great. Do it. But here's the thing. If Apple gets into crypto and they take it away, whoa. It will be a backlash like you've never seen before. Binance has withdrawn its defamation lawsuit against Forbes over the magazine's October 2020 investigation. Okay, cool, right? Here's the funny of note. One of the attorneys representing Binance is a guy named Charles Harder, known for representing Hulk Hogan and winning his case against the Gawker website, resulting in Gawker's bankruptcy. I had no idea. Mexico's Ricardo Salinas, and I want to say his name right, Peligo, a member of Forbes 2020 billionaires list. He is following Elon Musk and has added Bitcoin, the hashtag Bitcoin, to his Twitter profile, which now reads, in Spanish of course, Mexican entrepreneur pound Bitcoin. Hashtag Bitcoin. Peligo is no stranger to Bitcoin. He previously recommended The Bitcoin Standard. It's a great book to his followers. It's pretty cool. All right. For those who, look, Trump did not have the best policies. He was probably not the best guy, but at least we had less regulations. Well, guess what? For all those of you that thought everything Trump did was bad, well, maybe not so much under Biden. So here we go. The SEC has increased the number of enforcement supervisors who may authorize new investigations they had 2 under Trump. Now they'll have almost 40. I believe the exact number is 36. So during the Trump administration, the agency withdrew that authority for most of the enforcement supervisors, allowing only 2 officials to approve new probes, right? So there was just 2 people that could do it. So it was concentrated. Now you've got 36 that can approve any probe into any crypto, into any stock. Could be a little scary. Now they couch it a little differently though. Listen up. Now 36 senior officials at the agency may authorize subpoenas of companies, individuals, if you're involved in an ICO or you were involved in an ICO, aka XRP, aka Ripple. So what they're saying is they don't think you're smart enough to protect yourself. It's that they want to protect you because you're not as smart as them as the SEC. You're not as smart as Wall Street. And there's so many scams going on. GameStop was a big scam. AMC, so we're just trying to protect you. So we're just going to give more people power, right? This is how they couch it. This will empower the senior officers to exercise the delegated authority of the commission to authorize staff to subpoena documents and take sworn testimony. This delegation of authority will enable investigative staff to act more swiftly to detect and stop ongoing frauds, preserve assets, and protect vulnerable investors like you and me. New SEC investigations fell every year during the Trump administration, from about 1,000 in 2016 to about 827 in 2019. I just think this seems to literally reek of what happened to Wall Street, per GameStop, per Bed Bath & Beyond, per AMC, per all the short squeeze. Hey, we're just trying to protect you. No, I think you're overreaching just like government always does. Leaders in the G7 group of 7 countries have announced that Friday's meeting in the UK will include discussions on the CBDCs, which will likely lead to the drafting of global framework by the financial regulators so they can all get into crypto stablecoins. That's essentially what it is. The Bank of Korea shared results of its 2020 research into legal matters concerning a central bank digital currency, which is what we just talked about, right? The G7's doing the same thing. The central bank concluded in Korea. Now, Korea is a big market for crypto, if you did not know. Since the central bank concluded that the are fiat. This decision proves that the Bank of Korea with the legal basis to apply interest rates to future CBDC issuances. That's good. Again, Korea's on kind of they're the point of the spear. I would say they're really crypto positive there. Pending certain currency legislation, a Bank of Korea CBDC could be freely interchanged with cash with the same legal status. Totally agree with that. Billionaire technology investor Mark Cuban, who previously said that he would rather have bananas than Bitcoin, now says that given the choice, he would prefer Doge coin to a lottery ticket. Kind of screwed that punchline up, huh? Sam Bankman-Fried's, SBF is what he's known. He's the Hong Kong-based digital currency exchange. He owns FTX, is donating another $10 million to charity. It's awesome. SBF was the billionaire donor to Joe Biden's presidential campaign that founded an exchange with close ties to BitMEX. And that's kind of where I draw the line. Look, I like Arthur Hayes. I think he's a good man. BitMEX is not being run properly. They are behind Tether. I do not believe Tether. I believe if there's some serious risk, and there's serious risk, you can talk to Travis Clean about serious risk, and he can name it right off the top of his head. 50 of them, right? But the number one to me is Tether. Tether could cause a serious issue, not with just the crypto community, but with regulators, right? They better have that backed up. Now, BitMEX says they paid back the loan, or at least a large portion. We'll see. Also, SBF, this Sam Bankman guy, the FTX advertised U.S. election wagering and tokenized shares of U.S. companies to offshore investors. I'm all for that. Now, if you're going to donate to a presidential candidate or any candidate, maybe you should not. Your company should stay away from the U.S. election wagering. You know, since you are the largest donor. Finally, this was just breaking. Blockfolio has been hacked. Don't worry. It's displaying offensive content. The firm says funds are safe. It's FTX-owned crypto portfolio tracking app Blockfolio. Again, it's FTX-owned. Has been hacked to display offensive content. Blockfolio said it is looking into the issue. Meanwhile, users' funds are safe and trading services are working fine, said the firm. That is it, guys. We appreciate you. I hope you appreciate me. I like to go through it for myself, but I hope it gave you some value to it. As we say every day, watch your six. Go hard in the paint. Cheers. We will see you